This is Gary Axelbank, Gax in the Bronx, coming to you on the Bronx News Network. While Yankee fans celebrate more than $400 million worth of baseball free agents, giving the Yankees the 4 highest salary contracts in the game, the old Yankee Stadium stands majestic and lit up in the winter night, as if it's still the Yankees' place of business. The question is, why? Now, just a few months after the end of the baseball season, Shea Stadium has been totally gutted and stands as an empty shell, ready for its planned conversion into a parking lot. So why is the old Yankee Stadium still standing? Don't Bronx communities who've been swindled out of parkland in favor of a highly suspect deal that benefited the richest franchise of all need to have their replacement parks available as soon as possible? Why was it more important to ensure that the Mets have ample parking for their new stadium in time for opening day than it is to get Bronx families the parkland they've been promised in time for spring? There's plenty of blame to spread around for not caring 2 bits about the residents of Highbridge and Concourse Village. This includes Mayor Bloomberg, the Yankees themselves, and Bronx elected officials who abandoned their constituents in their time of need. But ultimately, the person most responsible for dropping the ball in ensuring that Bronxites get a fair deal in this Yankee Stadium debacle is Bronx Borough President Adolfo Carrion. Regardless of whether he gets a job in the Obama administration or not, the facts are that the gatekeeper to ensure that all aspects of this Yankee deal were made in favor of Bronx communities ought to have been the borough president. Unfortunately, though, throughout the process, Mr. Carrion acted more like an employee of the Yankees than a representative of the people, leaving Bronxites out literally in the cold on the night of a hearing at Borough Hall, backing an unequitable deal for park acreage and phony development promises, and ignoring the conspiracy to exaggerate land values to increase the Yankee prospects for bond funding, tragically are all part of the resume that Mr. Carrion will take with him to Washington. He should no longer pretend that these things did not happen, because they did, and he should be part of the effort to find out why and who benefited from them. So instead of touting the Yankee deal as one of the great successes of his borough presidency, Mr. Carrion ought to stand behind the investigations of Assemblyman Richard Brodsky and Congressman Dennis Kucinich in their quest to learn the truth about the Yankee deal and let the chips fall where they may. His constituents in the Bronx and the Obama administration deserve no less. Also, on behalf of Bronx park lovers who've been taken advantage of, Mr. Carrion ought to insist on the demolition of the old Yankee Stadium today, so that Bronx communities can have their parks as soon as humanly possible, and not have to wait until the billion-dollar Yankees decide that they are good and ready. Please offer your comments right here on the Bronx News Network. Just click the comment button. I'm Gary Axelbank, Gax in the Bronx, coming to you on the Bronx News Network.